Exotic vistas.
There's thousands of flamingos up there.
Wild animals.
Look at that. This is a life highlight.
5-star service.
We like to call ourselves the most luxurious train in the world.
This is incredible.
And sheer determination.
We're traveling through South Africa aboard Rovos Rail.
This family-operated train confronts everything from extreme weather
Look at that lightning.
to stolen power lines.
That's a tremendous problem for us.
With poise.
We never dressed this well to receive a locomotive.
It's an epic coast-to-coast adventure.
Durban, on the shores of the Indian Ocean. It's the busiest port city in all of South Africa. A melting pot of Indian influence and Zulu tradition, famous for its tropical beaches.
It's also where my journey begins, just down the road at Durban Station.
This is where South Africa's first rail line officially opened, back in 1860.
This is the first locomotive that ever operated here in the country, over 150 years ago. That's the engine that started it all.
Pulling into the underground platform is Rovos Rail's The Pride of Africa, a luxury train made up of vintage coaches that transport passengers back in time. From Durban, on the first leg of our trip, we'll be traveling almost 800 kilometers north to Pretoria. From there, we'll set off on the second leg, 1,600 kilometers south through the legendary Karoo Desert to the oldest city in South Africa, Cape Town. Passengers who've just disembarked gave their journey rave reviews.
Just to quickly run through the comment sheets, the food was excellent and the service standard always perfect. It's hard work, right?
But the staff's under extra pressure because they arrived late.
Is it good?
Now train manager Eric and his team have to work harder and faster to prep the train for our departure.
This is where the big work has to start, where all the rooms have to be redone for our passengers.
The 5-star kitchen needs replenishing.
We still have to do the shopping.
Maintenance inspector Ronnie has been working on trains for over 2 decades. It's his job to make sure nothing's acting up before another long, hot journey.
We always check the springs if there's no cracks.
Nobody's going anywhere until Ronnie signs off.
Fingers crossed we leave on time.
This is the shock absorber. It's a little bit oily.
The crew's feeling the heat, but they can't cut corners.
It needs to be replaced.
By the time we board a few hours from now, everything's gotta be 100%.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Foss. Bye.
For Eric, perfection is par for the course. His boss back at the Rovos yard in Pretoria expects it.
All right, suit up later.
Rohan Boss is the owner of Rovos Rail. With 180 carriages, it's the world's largest collection of privately owned trains.
It's like a big toy train set, you know.
After making his fortune in auto parts in the 80s, Rohan decided to take his wife and 4 kids on an extraordinary family adventure.
And I built a 4-carriage caravan for the family, and we were just going to go on jaunts around the country during school holidays and so on.
That meant having to pay the government to use its tracks.
Then I complained to the railways about the tariff they were going to charge me, which is per kilometre per carriage.
To recoup his costs, Rohan started selling tickets to the public. He turned his little hobby into big business.
It's not the little family business that it once was, with one little train doing one little overnight trip. It's a big operation. Can you help?
Today, Rovos employs 450 full-time staff. All of Rohan's children help run the business. That includes Brenda, who doesn't get any reprieve from her father's exacting standards.
Okay, I'll have a look.
You have to give it 50 mil from the bottom.
He is very fastidious when it comes to things looking a certain way and service being a certain way and the experience he wants to deliver to his guests.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Back at Durban Station, guests are now checking in and eager to board for our trip to Pretoria.
We'll see you a little bit later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's all go today. We're busy here.
On the Pride of Africa, the crew's dedication makes all the difference.
Well, we help each other as a family. That's very important to us. We like to keep the family close, so we help each other where we can.
Chef Aubrey has just put in an urgent call for help. Ronnie's on his way.
The fridge is warm inside. It's not cold enough.
A broken fridge in searing African weather is a recipe for disaster. Guests on this train expect five-star dining, not spoiled food.
We still have to do lunch now, so we've got only that limited of time.
I'm gonna check how much gas that is here. There's a leak somewhere of gas.
Mr.
Wilson.
Wilson from Canada.
That's right.
Sparkling wine and orange juice and apple for you.
I will do a sparkling
Okay,
wine.
enjoy yourself.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, so everybody has arrived. Wonderful.
Everything's cool in the kitchen, too. Ronnie has patched the leaky hose and filled up the gas.
It's going down a little bit.
Everything is ready to go.
Powering our journey, a pair of 18E electric locomotives. They each measure 14.6 meters long, 3.9 meters high, and 2.8 meters wide. They're supplied by Transnet, who own and operate South Africa's national rail network. Transnet's locos are fully inspected at their depot. Then they send the locos out to companies like Rovos, who have to use them when traveling on Transnet-owned tracks.
They're checking if the weight, the going down and going up of the pantograph, it's okay.
Portia, who's worked at Transnet for 6 years, makes sure the pantograph alone goes through a 5-point inspection.
It's important because the pantograph is the one that collects the electricity from the overhead to the locomotive. No locomotive gets out of here without this checklist being completed.
Behind the wheel are Transnet drivers.
Hi, train manager, what you say? Everything fine on your side?
Everything is perfect, thank you. Your full names and surnames will be at the door.
It's finally time for passengers to step aboard the Pride of Africa. There will be 37 of us altogether.
Come with me, please.
16 staff are on board to ensure we travel in the lap of luxury, South African style. Every detail on these carriages has been custom made to transport us back to the glory days of rail travel. Today, our train is made up of a generator car, a staff carriage, then a kitchen car right next to the dining car. After that, there are 8 guest carriages with 24 suites and 2 lounges, one with an open-air observation deck.
We're just pulling out of Durban. Our trip started, and I'm so excited to be on this train. I've wanted to ride it my whole life. I've never been to South Africa, and it's going to be an amazing way to see the country.
Good day so far.
The price tag for passengers runs from $2,000 to $4,000 Canadian dollars, depending on the suite. They all come with a dedicated host, like Seppo.
And welcome to your royal suite,
Wow, the royal suite. This is incredible. I've never seen a suite this big on the train. Is this the biggest one on board?
This is the biggest one that we have on board, sir.
I do not deserve it, but thank you very much. So we've got this is like a living room area. There's a whole living room.
This is the lounge area, more of a living room area.
Yeah.
Straight through to the store is your king-size bed.
A king-size bed that's its own room. That's a first for me. And then the bathroom, does it have its own bathroom as well?
Yes, it does, sir. If I may show you through.
Yes, please, thank you. Whoa! This is not like a normal bathroom on a train, even in a private suite. There is a clawfoot tub. Wow, thank you very much.
On this 3-day trip, I'm heading north from Durban into the stunning Valley of 1,000 Hills. Then it's on to Ladysmith, before crossing into the majestic Drakensberg mountain range. We'll make our way through the farmland of the Highveld Plains before arriving at the Rovos Rail yard in Pretoria. Every leg will have its challenges. Good thing our driver Gary has 40 years experience under his belt.
Okay, there's a lot of things that we had to watch out.
Faulty signals, stealing the overhead cables. We have no overhead power.
Right.
You know, the train never runs on time. This is Africa.
Looks like we're in for a wild ride. I'm on a once-in-a-lifetime journey through South Africa on Rovos Rails, the pride of Africa.
How do you like it, stayed or you want shaken? How do you make it?
I'm gonna go shaken.
Shaken. Let's do it.
Bartender Eddie from Soweto is known for making a mean martini.
And with style.
Yes, sir. Just like that, all right? I'll put olives over there.
Thank you.
Less than an hour out of Durban, we're heading into the Kingdom of Zulu, surrounded by incredible scenery.
This is the Valley of 1,000 Hills. It tracks the Umgeni River, and of course it's named for the countless hills and mountains all around here. It's one of the key features on this part of the trip.
The terrain here is punishing. To scale the mountains, our train travels higher and higher through 4 tunnels and sharp curves.
And it's always quite interesting. Little bumpy ride.
That'll happen.
It will, definitely.
Climbing 700 meters in just 70 kilometers puts severe wear and tear on the wheels. And that's just the start.
How does the natural landscapes and the elements here kind of challenge the train and challenge the tracks?
With extreme temperatures and rain, you'll see that the train obviously gets stopped.
So the train's slowing down, we're stopping. What's going on right now?
It could be us waiting for a signal authority.
Can we run it via number 2 line?
South Africa boasts the 11th largest rail network in the world. Transnet manages all 32,000 kilometers of track out of its national command center in Johannesburg.
But I'll phone the technician to come and fix that for us.
Every day, operators like Eldon Matala do their best to keep 1,500 trains from 14 different train companies moving and on time.
Everything is shown here on the schedule.
Eldon is monitoring a maintenance crew on the line ahead of us.
Okay.
Transnet technicians are adjusting the tension on the overhead wires. This has shut down one of the tracks, creating a bottleneck.
Now, in order for the contact wire to stay at the same height, I have to square all these droppers.
Keeping the overhead cable at a consistent height is critical, ensuring a steady flow of power to the locomotive's pantograph.
But once you've done a section, it should last for approximately 4 to 5 years.
Lucky for us, this stoppage is just for routine maintenance. Quite often, this crew has to tackle a more serious crisis: criminals who steal the cables.
Oh, that's a tremendous problem for us.
A problem that every year costs South Africa 5 billion rand, or just over 450 million Canadian dollars. Brazen thieves steal cable from the country's power system for the valuable copper inside.
They're off to the scrap metal dealer and they'll get quite a lot of money for it.
Whenever thieves strike on a rail line, trains are forced to a standstill until crews can replace the stolen cable. That causes massive delays.
Which happened to us actually about a month ago, just south of Johannesburg. And that held us up for 25 hours.
We couldn't move. We couldn't move. And everyone was stuck. And so that's a real problem in South Africa.
And you brief people in advance that you're rarely on time, right? So
Yes,
folks know that they can expect it.
It's trying to just manage passengers' expectations.
Yeah. I mean, for the passengers, a slight delay means more time on this train.
Absolutely. An
Pretty
extra
good.
glass of sparkling wine.
The line ahead is cleared, and we're on our way. But the Rovos crew will have to figure out how to make up time.
I think you have seen the real South Africa when you travel by this train. It's so perfect.
High praise considering all these lavish carriages started out as junk. To build and maintain his fleet,
That'll be your mirror.
Rohan Voss and his team scour the globe for cast-offs from other rail lines.
Well, we don't buy new stuff because it's very expensive. And at the same time, you'd have to wait for somebody to build it.
At the Rovos yard, there are always 6 or 7 carriages waiting to be finished inside and out. coach fitter Ace puts his heart and soul into replicating Victorian and Edwardian coaches.
This is one of my babies, my latest acquisitions right now, and now it looks like a wreck, but in 2-3 weeks' time it's gonna be brand new and refurbished. Over here you can see we have stripped all the coach so that we can put new panels for the windows and the window rails. And then as we go into this room, this is a deluxe coach. This one is the bedroom for 2 people sharing. This one they're gonna make it dining so that they can have their time to read their books. And then in there we're gonna have a shower for a bathroom so that they can enjoy themselves. The love I have for this job, it's my second love of my life after my wife.
The passion and care put into the Finnish coaches is all part of the magic of riding Rovos Rail.
We're coming up to Lions River. It'll be the first stop on our journey. We were actually supposed to stop a little while back at a place called Pietermaritzburg, but because we were running behind schedule, we went right through it in order to make up time.
Here, passengers head off for a bit of sightseeing, while I visit the Nelson Mandela Memorial.
He was captured here on the 5th of August, 1962, 05, 08, 62.
Meanwhile, staff utilize every minute of the stop to refresh cabins, prepare dinner, and run maintenance checks.
I'm testing the wheels. If it's hot, like this one, it's hot. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull the string. I'm dropping the piston there.
Releasing the piston will reduce the friction placed on the wheels when we're rolling again. That, in turn, will lower the amount of heat generated.
Everything okay now?
Near the front of the train is a one-of-a-kind laundry room. Christina turns out a steady supply of fresh linens and bedding. She also takes care of the passengers' laundry.
The guests go out when I come back. They come back with that clothes. If they must bring us and then wash it and iron it.
Christina's worked on Rovos trains for 21 years, 6 in the kitchen before moving over to laundry.
I like this job. I don't want to go anyway.
Passengers enjoy cocktail hour outside.
It's a beautiful area.
But overhead, storm clouds are moving in.
You're just beating the weather, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's starting to rain.
We're very, very lucky. Everybody made it back just on time to make it back onto the train. And it's going to start raining soon.
Our new driver, Nikki, comes on board for this section of the trip.
Off we go.
Darkness falls soon after Lions River. I head to the observation deck to watch the storm moving in.
We're getting some weather right now. Look at that lightning. It's absolutely incredible. We're near Ladysmith toward the end of day 1, and we got rain and more lightning than I've ever seen in my life.
For passengers, the storm is a stunning spectacle.
Look at that! Look at that!
For drivers, it's nerve-wracking.
I would say that Nikki on the Rovos Rail. Any problems?
No, there's no problem.
It's the first night of my train trek through South Africa. Pretoria is still 400 kilometers away.
The weather is really volatile.
A massive storm is crippling the line.
What is the cause of the signals is out?
No, there's no problem.
Signal from the weather, the signals is out.
Our driver, Nikki, halts the train and calls into Transnet's command center.
638, danger. I'm ready for authority.
6 signals ahead are down.
So it will take for a couple of days to fix the problems out.
For now, each train has to wait for permission to proceed, one at a time.
Can depart here. Thank you very much, sir.
After every standstill, Nikki pushes the speed to the max of 60 kilometers an hour, trying to make up time.
Come again?
Finally, we reach Ladysmith Station, where we'll stop for the night. As turndown service starts, Nikki secures the loco.
So I safeguard my locomotive so that the train doesn't move. I'm going now, knock off and take a nice rest and stay with my family till tomorrow morning 4 o'clock, and then on duty again.
After an overnight sleep stop at Ladysmith Station, we wake up to clear South African skies.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're all ready to go. If you can please follow me.
This morning, a sobering excursion to the site of South Africa's most brutal and bloody war.
It was a war that was glanced over. It was not Britain's proudest moment.
The Boer War raged from 1899 to 1902, pitting the British Empire against two Afrikaner, or Boer republics. The railway was a major player in the conflict, moving 27,000 troops to the area and all the arms.
Cannons, whatever you needed, your big guns all had to come up on the train. Don't think they would have been able to manage it without the train.
As we ponder the past, a Transnet crew is trying to keep us moving forward. They're racing to repair a fiber optic cable vital to the signals on the line ahead of us.
We had a big problem last night with the storms in the area. One of the big trees next to the route fell over the fiber optic route, so we haven't got any train control.
During this work stoppage, or occupation, all freight and passenger trains are being halted in their tracks.
So there's a lot of train delays.
If they can't get the cable fixed before our train starts up again, we'll be added to the backlog.
One down, 35 fibers to go.
Simon has to expose, clean, cut, and fuse every fiber back together. Good thing he's one of the most skilled fiber optic splicers in all of South Africa.
Time is essence because now we have to restore the service back to normal.
As each fiber is reconnected, a different part of Transnet's communication system fires up.
And as soon as the fiber gets spliced, train will run again.
That's good news for us, because 25 kilometers down the line, it's the excursion we've all been waiting for.
All right, this is gonna be cool.
Thank you.
You guys excited?
Yeah.
We're en route to the Nambidi Game Reserve. It's huge, 9,500 hectares, and it's home to dozens of species of exotic animals, including the big five: lions, leopards, elephant, buffalo, and rhinoceros. Hopefully we see them, right? Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Nambidi is a privately owned reserve made up of what used to be 6 different cattle farms.
If you can remain seated at all times, and then also please don't jump out the vehicle when I stop. No selfies with buffalo or anything like that. That has happened.
Look at that wildebeest over there, wow.
The reserve is teeming with over 40 different animal species, protected from poachers.
Look right here, we've gotten right up close to the buffalo, the big horns. It's awesome.
Right, so it rained last night, which is nice because it means the tracks are fairly fresh. And if we have a look here, there's a lion track over here. There's another one over there.
The king of the jungle makes an appearance.
Look at this right here. We have a young male and female lion. They're right beside our vehicle. Look at that. They're so close. The male actually looked directly over at us for a good 10 seconds. It was amazing, but actually a little bit disconcerting when he was staring at us like that. Wow, this is incredible. I gotta get a photo. Wow. So just off there in the distance, there's a number of giraffes. My friend here spotted them. Good eye, good eye. What are you most excited to see? What type of animal?
Elephant.
Elephants? Yeah?
We have missed them so far, so we hope so.
90% of African elephants have been killed in the past century. Seeing one up close is truly spectacular.
It is just incredible seeing this animal in the wild. Wow. And now he's taking a drink in that pond. So you can actually hear him pulling the grass out of the ground. And I gotta say that of all the animals that we had the possibility of seeing today, I was most excited about hopefully seeing an elephant. So this is incredible. This is a life highlight.
The animals here are protected, but the ones outside the reserve are a real challenge for Rovos Rail.
We had a huge problem in African countries where there's no fencing on the lines, and all the animals, even the big elephants and stuff, is walking on the tracks.
Depending on speed and load, trains can take up to 1.5 kilometers to come to a full stop.
Luckily, most of the drivers, they know the tracks and the way, so where the elephants usually are, they slow down the speed and be more cautious. But if you're around the corner and the elephant's there, what can you do?
On one occasion, the journey turned into a nightmare.
We hit an elephant, which was really just one of the worst days here. The driver pulled the horn for a full kilometer and it just didn't move, and we hit it, and it was just very sad for everyone.
Rovos is doing its part to prevent more tragedies by retrofitting its own small fleet of locomotives. When they bought this loco, the small windows meant drivers had a limited view. So they cut off the top of the nose that housed the braking system, moved it to the back, and added windows that span the front of the train. This new and improved point of view helps drivers spot elephants sooner, giving them more time to stop the train.
And that's awesome. At the end of the day, you say, look what we've done.
But today, there's a more immediate problem.
I just got word that we have 4 burst water tanks.
It's been 2 days since we left Durban on our South African adventure, and we're coming into Germiston Station. From here, Rovos has permission from Transnet to use its own locos and drivers to get us to their private rail yard. That's 60 kilometers away in Pretoria.
We're just changing locomotives now.
The Transnet locomotive decouples from the Pride of Africa, while guests enjoy lunch in the dining car. The Rovos loco is attached.
Ronnie, come in, Ronnie.
Then Eric gets word that this last stretch might get tricky.
They've switched off the overhead power to work on the railway line, but hopefully by the time we arrive there, the occupation will be cleared.
The Pride of Africa leaves Germiston, not knowing when or even if we'll reach Pretoria.
Hello, ma'am.
I have some passengers actually flying out this evening, so we actually really need to get into that station as soon as possible.
Down the line, a Transnet tamping crew is racing against time and the scorching summer sun. They're adjusting the tracks and the gravel ballast beneath.
We've got a target of 6,600 sleepers that we have to do in a day.
Uneven tracks can cause costly and even fatal derailments, but they'll have to shut down this critical work the second the temperature hits 40 degrees Celsius.
If it is hot, then the rail it becomes soft, breaking the rails, breaking the sleepers.
FP keeps a close eye on the thermometer. Safety's his #1 priority.
If anything goes wrong, I'm the one who's going to be held accountable. So I have to make sure that the safety measurements are taken into consideration.
For now, the temperature is hovering in the high 30s, so the crew keeps working. Meanwhile, the Pride of Africa patiently works its way through the slowdown.
So fingers crossed the train arrives into our private station on time.
We arrive at Rovos headquarters just 30 minutes late. In South Africa, that's a success.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for traveling.
Here we are. My trip from Durban to Pretoria is complete.
The Rovos team has a massive undertaking ahead before our second leg, from Pretoria to Cape Town. It's a much bigger trip, which means adding another 6 coaches.
So we're just starting to re-prep the train as we have new passengers on it, a few more extra cars, and that's where all the magic starts all over again.
Cleaning, maintenance,
As you see, the guys are checking the trains.
guest preferences,
And their request is Jameson in the suite and soda water.
and stocking a 3-day supply of fresh ingredients, including 87 dozen eggs, 150 loaves of bread, and 44 bottles of whiskey. No detail is overlooked.
So we might end up having to take the carriage back to the paying shop.
So how many bags did you pack for Cape Town today?
It's 21 coach.
Everything's running like clockwork. That is until
Just got word that we have 4 burst water tanks.
the pressure was set at 4 bars instead of 2, rupturing the tanks. Without water, bartenders can't serve drinks, cooks can't prep meals, and passengers can't use their bathrooms.
Our welder just told me it's going to take about 3 hours to repair.
I'll spend my stopover at Transnet School of Rail in nearby Johannesburg. 12,000 students attend their campuses each year.
As you can see, the signal has turned to the red.
Today, I'll get to experience firsthand part of the intensive training drivers have to go through.
Hi there, how are you?
Salfina is an instructor at the school and a certified driver herself.
These are your automatic brakes.
That's the brake, okay?
Yes, up to the full brake.
She's been training drivers for 4 years, so I'm in good hands on this simulator, the only one of its kind in all of Africa.
Where do I see what my maximum speed is and what I should not exceed?
As a driver, you know, because you've got road knowledge for this line.
But I don't know.
You must know, you're supposed to know. Then for this road, your maximum speed must not exceed 60 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
Okay, driver Teddy.
What?
My progress is being monitored by an examiner in the next room. I need a mark of 80% or better to pass.
When you are ready, you can depart.
Okay. We're moving.
I make my way on an exact simulation of the line we took from Durban to Pretoria.
Okay, we're in business.
Driver, increase your speed.
Maybe we're accelerating at a good clip. I feel like I'm doing pretty well so far.
As long as visibility holds up.
Doing well.
But a sudden patch of fog throws me off my game.
Wow, there's a cow! There's a cow! What the?
Driver Teddy, what had just happened?
There was a cow and I didn't stop the train in time.
My mistake has been noted.
I can go again?
Yes.
Gotta watch my speed. Okay. Brake is disengaged. We're on the right track. There's a lot of different things to look at,
including lights and signals that alert drivers to switch tracks.
Headlights are on. Okay, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot to think about. We're out of the tunnel and there's another train. Decelerate, decelerate, decelerate. Put on brakes, put on brakes. There's a train on the track. Stop. Stop! Oh!
Driver Teddy, what had just happened? You just had a head-on-head collision with another train.
Well, I came out of the tunnel and there was a freight train on our same tracks, which obviously shouldn't be there.
Were the signals correct for you?
Ah, I forgot to look at the signal.
Might be a red signal.
I missed the red signal. That's my problem.
For that reason, you are found not yet competent.
Because I should not be driving a train.
Back in Pretoria, an hour before departure, my fellow passengers, 63 in total, have arrived. But water tanks are still a problem.
Fix 3, we've got 1 to go. We're down to the wire. What I've done as a contingency plan is I've spoken to my father and I have told him just to add another 15 minutes onto the tour just to give us a little bit more time.
The stall tactics work out great for passengers. We get to see a restored 1948 steam loco.
There's nothing like a steam locomotive. Awesome.
Okay, yes.
Can I pull it?
Just pull the horn.
Pull the horn, yeah?
Pull it nice and hard. Nice, more power.
Harder?
Harder.
Oh! All aboard!
Brenda finally gets the news she's been waiting for.
The water tanks are fixed. Guests are about to board, so we just made it.
Thanks, man. Have a good time.
It's
So
a
gonna
packed
be-
train, basically.
Exactly. It's going to be
Great.
fun. It's
All
going to be a
right.
good one.
Well, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, lucky coming lucky. We're moving. Let's jump back on, please. Are we moving?
Yeah, moving.
Perfect, thank you.
The Pride of Africa departs on time. This 3-day leg of my journey is over 1,600 kilometers. We'll stop at a historic diamond mine in Kimberley before heading into the forbidding Great Karoo Desert. Then it's on to breathtaking Cape Town, otherwise known as the Mother City. As we pull into our first stop at Germiston Station, all is not well. This is where we need to switch to a Transnet locomotive. But that loco is nowhere in sight. On board, everyone's focused on the 5-star dinner. Eric's had to abandon his guests.
We never dressed this well to receive a locomotive.
He's doing his best to track it down, but until then,
This has really caused a big delay for us this evening.
Eric's all dressed up with nowhere to go. We're just outside Pretoria on my luxury train trek across South Africa.
We're running 3 hours behind schedule.
There's no locomotive to power and pull our train.
Is the Rovos Rail on the platform?
Transnet's command center has tracked it down.
No, it's fine.
So there was a freight train stuck in front of our locomotive. They're just busy clearing it now, so our locomotive will approach shortly.
The loco finally appears. But it still needs to be coupled to the carriages.
It's just causing major delays, but the guests are all still very happy.
Yes, yes.
There you go, as soon as you are ready, we are ready for departure. Thank you.
4 hours behind schedule, Eric has to improvise.
So the train is rolling again, and we were supposed to be stopping soon for the night, but because of the 4-hour delay we had, I've been told that we're gonna keep rolling potentially all through the night. So it's quite a change of plans, but it's in order to get us back on schedule.
Eric's decision to keep going has paid off.
We've managed to make up all the time. We're only 4 minutes behind schedule now, which is great.
And so is the scenery as we travel over the incredible 14 Streams Bridge that crosses the Vaal River. South Africa has spectacle after breathtaking spectacle, and there's still more to come.
Look at that, there's thousands of flamingos up there. That is really cool.
From lush river landscapes, we're nearing the Karoo and more than 400,000 square kilometers of desert. Extreme desert heat can cause real problems for train travel. Rails are made from steel. They can get up to 20 degrees hotter than the air around them. In punishing temperatures, tracks start to expand. Add in pressure from the wheels and the weight of the entire train bearing down, and there's a chance the tracks will buckle. To lower that risk, trains slow down to reduce stress placed on and absorbed into the tracks. It's just one more challenge Rovos Rail faces in this region.
We've arrived at Kimberley Station and we'll be heading to see the Kimberley Diamond Mine, also known as the Big Hole. It's the largest man-made excavation in the world.
The first diamond was discovered here in 1866. It weighed 21.5 carats. Thousands of prospectors rushed to the area.
For over 100 years, it was the biggest diamond mining operation in all of South Africa.
This is the sort of birthplace of South Africa's economy, if you like.
To get miners in and diamonds out as quickly as possible, construction started in 1872 on a railway that would connect Cape Town to Kimberley.
And eventually, Kimberley became the nucleus of the Southern African railway system.
Back at the station, Rovos mechanics Sindiso and Steve are checking how the train is handling the ride through the scorching desert.
Sometimes when it's too much heat, they separate that wheel. They separate. If one of the wheels is damaged, the trip is end.
Damaged wheels could derail the train. This crew makes sure that won't happen.
Every wheel is okay, no damaged wheel, no damaged block.
Transnet conducts more detailed inspections at its massive Codasport site. This 94-hectare workshop is the biggest railway facility on the continent.
When the wheel comes, we put it in the acid, we wash it. After washing it, we take it, we spray it. After spraying it, then we bring it over here in this booth where we're going to do the magnetic particle inspection.
Magnetic particle tests reveal potentially fatal imperfections, undetected by the naked eye.
The UV light shows you that, hey, there's a flaw there. Where the flaw is, it's where your cracks are going to happen, and then you can have a derailment.
Rigorous inspections and repair work keep trains and passengers safe, and that makes Simon happy.
Yeah, this is me, my life. I love this job, yeah.
Hello, how are you? Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We've left Kimberley Station and are ready to enjoy our final evening before reaching Cape Town.
Thank you. So everybody's just been seated for our last dinner on the train. It's my last night on board, and there's a bit of a celebratory vibe in the air. But a lot of the guests have gotten to know each other well over the last few days, so it kind of feels festive. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Manning the pass and making sure presentation's perfect is our train manager.
Last night you were out on the platform dealing with locomotives, and like tonight you're overseeing the plates. You really do it all, right?
Well, we always try and multitask.
Yeah.
We all work every single position, so it doesn't really matter what position you are or what position you've been placed in.
Yeah.
To wipe a plate, it's just as easy as making sure there's a locomotive.
And it's got your eye on it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, you having a fun night?
A springbok?
What? This is for me?
This is for you.
Cheers to no more delays.
Good effort.
Good night.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a disembarkation announcement.
It's the last day of my South African adventure.
We would ask you please to make your way through to the center lounge car for disembarkation.
Good morning. How are you? Good. It's early morning, and we're getting this awesome opportunity to do an hour walk through the desert, through the Karoo. Thank you.
Temperatures in summer can soar to over 40 degrees Celsius here, so we're heading out in the early morning to beat the heat.
Yeah.
Our train will meet us 5 kilometers down the line. It travels ahead without any problem. But behind us, cable thieves have been busy.
Yeah, so this was reported early this morning on the group that there is cable theft between Pretoria station and our station, and they might only clear it at 8 o'clock this evening. Good luck to that train manager. We missed it.
Walking through the desert, it's not hard to imagine the desolation felt by the trek boers who first traveled through this area in the mid-1700s. Luckily for us, we're only out in the heat and isolation for a short time. At the Victorian village of Majesfontein, we get rolling again.
We're in the middle of an impressive tunnel system that takes us out of the Karoo and into the beautiful Western Cape.
The Hex River mountain range is the second highest in the Western Cape. Instead of traveling the 2,000 meters it would take to climb up the mountains, the railway was built to run right through them. There are 4 tunnels in total. The longest measures a whopping 13.5 kilometers.
How do you feel when this train pulls into the station in Cape Town?
Well, it's always in the back of your mind if all your passengers has actually enjoyed the journey with you, and if we might see them again one day, because repeat business is very important.
From our start in Durban on the East Coast, all the way through Pretoria to the Cape, riding this train has been an incredible experience.
Well, we're pulling into Cape Town, and it's the end of my South African adventure. You know, I'd always wanted to visit this country, and I've been blown away by its epic natural beauty. And taking it all in from this phenomenal train has been the trip of a lifetime. You're a great leader. It's been great to watch you work, too, man.
Thank you.
You're a busy guy.
And to think this luxury experience all began with a father wanting to do something special for a family trip.
Bye for now. You go well. It's got quite big now, and It's the best thing I ever did. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Woo! Thanks. It was really great. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.